thank you for your blessings, Lord, and help us to truly know and understand that your grace is enough. You sacrificed your Son so that our sins could be forgiven. Please watch over our friends and family, Lord, protecting them from harm and evil. Forgive us, Lord, when we fail to acknowledge the blessings that you surround us with. And Father, help us to start each day praising you for all creation that we are part of only by your blessing. Lead us, guide us, and direct us, Lord. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.
No, ayaw na lang siguro kung magsusunod. Hey, good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Jennifer R. Intong, your Senior Education Program Specialist, Human Resource Division, Lanao del Norte Division. And I would like to thank you, everyone, our teachers and our school heads, for generously sharing your time for the allocation of this first webinar conducted by the Human Resource Division. And first thing I would like to give you for our welcome address, would like to give you our Chief of SGOD, Maria Carmela T. Ablin, and our Senior Education Specialist for Human Resource and for Research and Evaluation, representing Sir Bridget Inilin Abaloyo. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Ma'am Jen. My respect to our school's division superintendent, Edelberto L. Opinaria, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Mary Ann M. Aliera, to the division chiefs of the SGOD and CID, to our section heads, school administrators, and to our teachers, my greetings of peace and solidarity to all of you. The global outbreak of the highly contagious new COVID-19 virus, for which there is yet no vaccine, continues to pose unprecedented challenges. At this point, the biggest impact of COVID-19 arises from the need to practice stringent social or physical distancing to prevent or mitigate its spread. For the Department of Education, Division of Lanao del Norte, for the school year 2020-2021, schools must find ways for learning to continue amidst the threat and uncertainties brought about by COVID-19, while ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of all learners, teachers, and personnel of the division. The key elements of the learning strategies that shall operationalize the learning continuity plan are the streamlining of the K-12 curriculum into the most essential learning competencies and allowing of multiple learning delivery modalities such as distance learning and blended learning, either on top or in place of face-to-face learning delivery modality. With these multiple learning delivery modalities, you teachers and school administrators must be capacitated to implement the learning delivery system consistent with DepEd's professional development framework and professional standards and the transformation of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines. Our division, headed by our school's division superintendent, Edelberto L. Oplinaria, is initiating this division-based webinar training for you teachers and school administrators to be capacitated with all these online learning modalities to become agents of change in your respective local communities to promote sustainable learning and development. Thus, in behalf of the Chief Education Supervisor of School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Maria Carmela T. Ablin, and the two specialists of the Human Resource Development, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to this 3-day webinar on technology tools for learning and development. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Sir Bridget. I would also like to extend my my gratitude to our resource speakers for this 3-day webinar. So without them, this webinar would not have been successful, wouldn't be realized. And our resource speakers, Ma'am Catherine J. Ma'am Catherine J. Liwanag of Salvador National High School, and to Ma'am Idalyn M. Olis of Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School, and of course, our Division Information Technology Officer, Sir Floride Delighted. So thank you so much for sharing your expertise and your wisdom for the realization of this webinar. And of course, this webinar would not be also possible without the support of our SGOD Chief, Maria Carmela T. Ablin, our Assistant School Division Superintendent, Ma'am Mary Ann M. Oliera, and of course, our State Division Superintendent, Sir Delberto L. Oplinaria, testifying. So let's get started with our motherly and spontaneous Assistant School Division Superintendent to give us her message. Colleagues, let's help me in welcoming our Assistant School Division Superintendent, Ma'am Mary Ann M. Aliera.
Hello, good morning. I I cannot hear myself. Sa I'm using the cell phone because we are now doing interview with applicants for promotion. So, hello, can you all hear me? Can you can you all hear me? I'm using cell phone transfer floor. Hello. Attorney. Attorney. Hello. Hello. I'm using my mobalhin na akong laptop but ang nagring ang ako ang phone. Sige na, go na. What's my role, Jen? I haven't heard you saying anything. So what am I going to do? Asan ako? Hello, good morning everyone. Jennifer, our HR floor, our ITO, this will never be possible without him. To all teachers in attendance, how many are they, Jen? This is a very important undertaking. Paro ko, floor? O ma-transfer ko? Wala akong signal. Let me transfer to my laptop. Moment. Wait lang. Okay na eh. I'm now. Ay, i-off lang po akong cellphone kaya nagdungan sila. Hello? Hello, Jen?
Okay, once again, I will give you our official thanks to the superintendent, the motherly and the very spontaneous Ma'am Mary Ann and Aliana.
Hello, good morning. I'm now in front of those who are going to be interviewed for promotion for Teacher 3. So for those who are also in attendance right there, if you're still Teacher 1, think, starting today, what are you going to do with your professional career? Think also that you must also be promoted from T1 to T3, T3 to whatever you want, master teacher or or a head teacher or a principal or whatever it is that you want to also improve the level of your career. So today, our school's division superintendent who is also in Panta right now for another very important activity related to of course preparation for the upcoming uh, opening of classes. I'm going to transfer. Please bear with me. I'm going to transfer it to other room because it's not good here. It's noisy. The electric fan is being so a few seconds more. I'm stepping up, going to my office. Hello once again. Good morning. Can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me? Strong signal. Hangak po, no? Multitasking. Okay, so is it okay now? Jen, okay na po, Jen? Good morning, everyone. We are now embarking on a very important undertaking. Our superintendent now is in Pansar, attending to other important concerns also relevant to the opening of the school year this coming August 24. So you are in a work from home mode. For other teachers, you're also working in the schools because there are many important activities that we are going to do, if only to give a seamless opening of classes this coming August 24. The dream of the department, the dream of DepEd Lanao del Norte, is to have a seamless opening this coming August 24. That is why, for us to really achieve that goal, we really need to prepare. Prepare the teachers, prepare materials for the learners, prepare the parents for acceptance of the new normal in the delivery of learning services in our province and the whole country. Everybody is going to work. And I really would like to appreciate the SGOD chief with HR personnel, with our senior education program super specialist, hapit na ka na supervisor Jen, with senior education program specialist Jennifer, for planning how well we could capacitate everyone, getting ready to move for the August 24. So today, we are again embarking on another activity that would mean a lot for the preparation of all teachers, all because we want our learners to learn from us no matter what. According to our DepEd Secretary, we are at war. The war that we have in the Department of Education is actually entirely different from the war that the Department of Health has been facing since February. The war that we have is how well we could combat the challenges that we encounter. How could we meet the lions? We are facing the lions. The lions are the huge issues that we're going to face in the department. However, with the inspiration, per dialogue conversation with our superintendent, as he is also worried regarding our delivery of learning. Per dialogue with our and interaction with the rest of the division personnel, at first we were so worried. We were so worried regarding the opening of classes because we're so adamant on what probably might happen. Are we ready? Are our parents still relying, trusting the department given the pandemic, given the scenario of the different parts of the country? Well, they're very lucky in the province because the contagion of the virus is less. We are considered as low risk, so we have to take the chance while we have this. We will be very busy making the learning modules, thinking of the psychosocial debriefing for the first 2 weeks of the classes. As directed, first 2 weeks of the classes shall be for psychosocial debriefing for our learners. That is why for teachers, through Daniel Dilona and the rest of the GOD personnel, some of you probably were able to attend the psychosocial debriefing through webinars. Today, we're having another webinar to prepare all of us to meet the giant, to meet the lion, to meet the huge issues we are facing. Yesterday, we had a manpom. We're talking about how well we have prepared. In the division office, we reported that the superintendent has been hopping from one radio station to another, from one municipality to another, talking to mayors and the rest of the stakeholders, seeking for support, doing advocacy activities, so that all of us will be working for the preparation of the coming school year. We already have approximated the budget for the printing of learning modules. Learning modules are the top ranked choices of our learners and parents. So we are already thinking of providing risograph through the Provincial School Board SEF, which the governor and the rest of the members already agreed that we will purchase risograph. Please, teachers, do your part. The division office is not sleeping on issues and concerns how well we could solve them. Initially, we told teachers to write learning modules for grade 6. We'd like to thank all of the writers. Today is the deadline of submission of the quality assured learning modules for grade 6. Side by side, we contextualize in the division. We write our own modules. Gimute ko. Gimute ko, Floor. Madunggan ko. Mute mong good kayo.
Wala?
Ay, kailan ko sa ako microphone. Gimute na pod. Gidulaan ang ako microphone. Murag na nagdula diha. Floor, murag na nag-explore diha, floor. Na nag-explore, floor. O gaylaptan ang ako ang kuan, microphone. Ay, the windy. Hello, could I be heard? How about the voice, intermittent or thorough? Saan yung gadula aning ako ang monitor? Sige, thank you. So let me continue. Given the scenario that we have more than 5,000 teachers, that would be enough to combat the issues we face. Given the more than 100 personnel of the division office, non-teaching personnel composed of SGOD and CID staff, with the more than 5,000 teachers, that would be enough inspiration that we could fight the issues that confront with the department. So today, I'd like to tell to the teachers in attendance that we need you. We cannot solve the problem at the division level. Ako, salita lang ng salita. Kayo, gawa lang ng gawa, isip lang ng isip. In the division office, we're always going to think of how well we could direct all of you. But it's not good that we will always be directing you. We would want you to come out from your shell. Tell us what you would want to do given the concerns of your own locality. The Department of Education really relies on our teachers that given you hired to take good care of the children of the province, we could mean a lot. We could deliver the best education possible for our learners, no matter what. Some would say, why should we continue with education when we are facing pandemic? For pandemic, let the Department of Education, let the DLIG, the ILG, let the PNP, the EFP, and all other line agencies, the DSWD, take good care of the issue. Department of Education is going to support whatever those agencies need from us. But Department of Education is on basic services, education basic services. We cannot park education because education would mean economic development. What do you think might happen if we stop educating our children? Thus, we need to educate them in spite of the pandemic. You will also be learning from the inputs of our sharers today. We hope you will also have that gain given the investment of our time. We invest our time, we invest our connection expenses, we invest effort for this. So we hope this would mean a lot for the preparation of our coming school year, which will start August 24. So to all of you, seize the moment. Seize the moment. Not all teachers are able to attend now. Probably they don't have signals. Seize the moment. It is our learning opportunity. It is the best time where we could also contribute so much for the benefits of our learners in the province. So to all of you, good luck. We hope you will enjoy while learning in this new normal, our new normal way of conducting trainings in the form of webinars. So Jennifer and the rest of our HR SEPs and the rest of the sharers in this workshop, we hope you good luck. For those who are already hooked to this webinar, we hope you will not leave. If you are in work from home, you are really working from home, meaning to say, please concentrate because when you say work from home, that would be 8 o'clock in the morning up to 8 to 12, break 1 hour, 1 to 5, that is work from home. So please concentrate, focus, 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 focus because your efforts mean a lot. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Those words of encouragement and the challenges that you give to our teachers. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. So before giving you the statement of the purpose, I will give to you first our IPO, Sir Frederick S. Arde, to give us some instruction as to what are you going to with your attendance and your how you're going to receive your certificate. The floor.
Yes, sir. Madungong, sir.
Wala pa daw, sir, may kuan imong time, sir. Oh, delay pa, sir.
Si Kwan, Abrigan niya, ano mo Kwan ba? Gawa. Pero okay nga siya. Kapin na mo mo. Hindi nga, kasi ilan na, sir, ang ako itong nalang yung technical, pero ba, dito na, dito nga alam na, ito na alam na, sir, ano pa ni, wait na, wait na, sa other pa na yung data, na out ng kanyang product, sa nang panagsalita. Butang more lain, siguro.
Wala pa ka na-evaluate, ma'am? Wala pa ka na-evaluate? Wala pa secret? Interview. Wala. Ma'am, interview doon sa nawala. Interview ka? Okay ka na. Kumusta, ma'am? You're done with your documents? Yes, ma'am. Tell me about who you are shortly. Describe yourself. Good morning, ma'am. I am Regina Bitandapo, teacher 1 sa Naga Dinaboro, Day1 Integrated School.
Hello, kana, madungog na? Hello? Okay, madungog na ko nilang Ma'am Idalin. Madungog na ko sa kuan, sa itong mga kauban.
Kumbago, Kumbagol, Northern,
Okay,
Peace, Lima, Kumbago.
okay. Kana, karon madungog na? Dili madungog sa floor.
Already
Kaya
interviewed.
kung madungog.
Now, your documents were ready.
Karon, madungog na? Hello?
Kasi Rose,
Dungog na ko.
Tumbagol, Tiyo,
Good morning. Uh,
Sir
hello,
Floor.
sa itong mga kauban.
Sir Floor.
Yes.
Sir Floor.
Kumbago.
Sir, naay noise sa imong background, sir.
Ay, noy.
Marag may interview.
Long,
Ay,
you're only given 2
lang,
minutes to
Gera.
answer the
Ako sang palungo na.
answer the best way you can.
Ah,
That will
Ma'am
determine
Algera de Coot.
social attitudes. There are qualifications
Ma'am
that you
Algera
see
nga.
in the document. But there are those that will be discovered the moment you answer the question. So when you answer,
Kana. Hello, okay na? Madungog na? Yes, sir. Madungog na sa YouTube. Okay, salamat kayo. Now, usbo na ko, before ta mag-start sa itong activity, mag-attendance sa tadaan. Na ako'y link yung gihatag, kining http://ldn.depedagn.com:833/BA. Now, kinahanglan mo kasulod ta ana para sa atong attendance. This activity mo provide ta og training ani certificate ani, and without the attendance dili ta mahatagan sa kuan sa ato ang certificate. So muhatag ta sa inyo ha og mga at least 10 minutes before ta mag-start sa first nato nga speaker, and then mag-attendance sa modaan. Thank you. Ang inyong account, ang katong mga naka-access na before, kinahanglan mo access usab ani dayon using your previous account. Kung panalitan wala pa mo kahimo, pwede mo log in, mo sign up para maka access mo sa site. 10 minutes. Salamat. And also, after sa atong training, naapod kay unya ani naapod kay Katami ha. Atong i-display na pod unya ang link para sa Katami. So magkuan lang gid ta, magpaabot lang ta. Umano na to ang attendance. Pagka maka-okay na mo sa attendance, please comment para mo makita kung okay na ang iyong attendance. And then also wait lang din mo after 10 minutes start ta sa first nato nga speaker. Thank you. Bye. Mugo na akong bangko po, Lord. Kaya may bangko. Okay, participants, the link is being displayed in the screen.
You can copy it for your attendance. The title for this webinar is Technology Tools for Learning and Development. Against the light, manggod ko. Okay na. Against the light, manggod ko sa floor. Huwag dito ba? Uh, kindly check this link, hrs.depedlbn.com, colon 83 slash DA for your attendance, please. Please po mga teachers, if you can access now the attend, hris.depedlbn.com, colon 83 slash DA. Please access now the attendance. Hindi pa din. And for those teachers that access the attendance, kindly access it again at hris.lbn.com colon 83 slash DA. Small letters po lahat. Against the light ng good. So, yung anak ko, touchdown. Teachers, kindly refresh for you to access the attendance. Refresh lang po yung iba nakapag-attendance na po.
ang link akong i-show sa inyo ang link. Here, i-mute din. Dungog ko, madulog. Hello, madungog ko. Hello, hello. Okay. So, okay na. So, mo ni ang ato ang kuan. Adjust lang. Link video niya. Okay. So, ang atong link sa atong kuan, sa atong attendance, ano siya? HRIS, that po na. hris.depedadn.com/83+DA. Then after that, na nimo gawas. And then, ang nakabutang diri is your name or DepEd email, then password. If in case wala ako mo kasulod ani nga site, pwede mo maka-create an account. Now, you need to access the site and you need to log in. Kinahanglan ka mag-attend sa buntag ug sa hapon. No? So, morning and afternoon. Kaadlaw sa atong activity, no? Para dawat ka sa certificate. Okay? So, I hope nasabta na to. And then, actually, ang morning pwede from 8 to 11, 8 to 12, pwede ka maka-access sa atong morning attendance. And then the afternoon, 1 to 10. Sa afternoon, 1 to 10. And sa morning, 8 to 12. So, within na nga time, pwede mo maka-attendance. Okay? So, tayo. So, proceed na ta sa atong activity.
Oh, is it the slow? Okay, good morning once again. Thank you so much, Sir Flor, for that assistance. And I hope lahat kayo naka-access na ng link for your attendance. And in addition, your attendance is not enough. After our training, we will also have our katame. So your attendance and your katame will go together. So if attendance lang, walang katame, still you will not receive your e-certificate. So kailangan the attendance and the katame will go together for you to receive your e-certificate. Okay, I hope I am clear, teachers and school heads. Thank you. So, for the purpose why we initiated this training, as we all know, online training and webinar gets its moment due to COVID-19 pandemic. So this pandemic brought great effects to schools. So some of the schools are being closed. We have incomplete acquisition of learning competencies. We also experienced failure in staging graduation and even created anxiety and frustration to some. But according to our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtulis Briones, education must continue even in times of crisis. whether it be a calamity, a disaster, emergency, a quarantine, or a war. Although the country is facing an unprecedented situation, we in DepEd are focused to fulfill our primary mandate of instilling quality-based education to our Filipino learners. Thus, this division-based webinar was conceptualized to prepare new teachers and school heads for the shift from face-to-face delivery of learning to non-conventional delivery. Further, a department memorandum was issued on the use of online platforms, such as this ones we are using the Microsoft Teams, Workplace by Facebook, and Google Meet in video conferencing. This division-based webinar is aims to orient you teachers and school heads on online learning. It also aims to explore the three DepEd recommended online platforms mentioned a while ago, the Microsoft Teams, the Google Meet, and the Workplace by Facebook. And of course, help you understand the principles and approaches of online learning. And lastly, for you to know digital citizenship or what are the benefits in in this in this kind of webinars and the seven capital themes in PowerPoint. So let's get started. We are running out of time. So sit back and relax, teachers and students. I will give to you our first speaker to discuss to us about the principles and approaches of online learning. Having welcoming our master teacher from Lanao Norte National Comprehensive High School, Ma'am Idalyn M. Oleg. Ma'am, good evening.
Okay, good morning, Ma'am Jen. Good morning, fellow teachers in the division of Lanao del Norte.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, good morning, good morning sa tanan. Okay, so I guess this is now the new normal. The new normal for the Department of Education, wherein there is a big paradigm shift from the usual thing that we do to the unusual thing. So in our previous days, we use video conferencing just to communicate with our loved ones, our friends, to get in touch with them. But in the new normal, we will utilize this in order to deliver quality education using this platform. So before I will proceed, I would like to extend my gratitude to the Division of Lanao del Norte through the SEPs of the Human Resource Department, Ma'am Jennifer Intong, for believing in me that I can give you uh, some insights on how are we going to do the online learning. The same goes also my gratitude to the school's division superintendent, Sir Edelberto Opinaria, and to our ASDS, Ma'am Mary Ann Aliera, to our CID Chief, OIC, Dr. Mary Arlene Carbonera, and to our SGOD Chief, Dr. Maria Carmila T. Ablin. So thank you also to our ITO officer, Sir Flor Villarde, for the technical assistance along with his team. So this morning, I will be sharing to you what are the principles and approaches of online learning. Online, we coined this one in the digital natives as gaming. Online tabay, kay magdula ta. But this time, once we talk about online, we mean we deliver, we connect to our learners using online resources. Okay, so what is online learning? Online learning is an education that takes place over the internet. An education that takes place over the internet. Second, it is often referred to as e-learning. E, which stands for electronic, meaning the learning will take place in an electronic platform. Online learning helps to eliminate borders and barriers, both social and physical, which means anyone or anybody can access e-learning or can be educated over the internet regardless of his or her social status, regardless of her physical distance, and students can attend class by visiting class web pages. So what is really an online learning? So this one. How does it differs from online distance learning? So online distance learning, on the other hand, is a combination of synchronous and asynchronous learning methods. The example of this one are the online courses. So the online courses, just like in the University of the Philippines, Open University, so it exists prior to the occurrence of this COVID-19. So when we talk about synchronous learning, this refers to the traditional classroom setting. Students are learning at the same time, face-to-face or online, which means students need to scan the pages all together at the same time. Learners need to access the web at the same time or in a specific time together. Synchronous, meaning synchronized. On the other hand, asynchronous learning in an online distance learning refers to the learning activities, okay, done by the students at one pace. So this refers to the assignments, projects to be done outside or after school. So yung mga usual na homework that we give to our students, okay, so take out natin sa ating mga estudyante is what we called as the asynchronous learning. So when we combine that one, that makes up the online distance learning. So what is really the difference? So we can identify that the two concepts are different in terms of location, interaction, and intention. So if we are talking about online learning with respect to the location, students can be together in the classroom with an instructor, or students can be together in the classroom with the presence of the teacher while working through digital lessons and assessments. Again, in terms of location, yung mga estudyante natin ay nasa iisang classroom kasama natin. Meaning, we are delivering the instructions digitally. We are giving them assessments digitally, but they are confined in one area, in one classroom. which means punta sila or we will meet in a certain place or in a certain room to have the lessons. Online distance, on the other hand, students can work at home, while us teachers can work other things and check their output digitally. So madaling sabi, when we talk about online learning in terms of location, in the online learning, nandyan si teacher. Parang face-to-face, but we are using only digital materials. Online distance learning, the students are working at home using digital materials without the presence of the teacher. Or teacher might be doing different work or other things such as checking of assessments digitally. How about on the interact? So in online learning, there is an involvement of an interperson interaction between you or us teachers and our students on a regular basis. So para bang may agreement tayo na, okay, every Wednesday we need to meet in a certain area in the classroom so that we can be or we can have the face-to-face interaction on a regular basis. On the other hand, online distance learning is that there is no in-person interaction between teachers and students. So walang face-to-face. No? However, we can rely on the digital forms of communication such as messaging apps, video calls, discussion boards, and our learning management system. So sa online distance learning, pwede rin, we will see each other but digitally. So walang face-to-face. On the intention, so online learning can be used or is designed to be used in combination with a variety of other in-person teaching methods. So based from the definition on the location and interaction, so we can still be facing our students. We will still be meeting our students face-to-face aside from the digital lessons that we provide. On online distance learning, it means that the method of delivering instruction is solely, isa lang, through online. It is not a variation in our teaching style. So again, pag sinasabi nating online learning, there is a time that teachers and students will have the face-to-face or will meet face-to-face. At saka, it can be combined with other variety of teaching methods. On online distance learning, students can work in their homes at their own comfort, and at the same time, teachers can interact with the learners with the use of digital forms of communication. Okay. So what are the advantages of having online learning? So it is an excellent way to increase student engagement when used as a platform for blended learning. Agree talaga ako dito because in the previous school years, there are some students who would ask rather for clarification on our topic using digital platform. So on using online learning tools would make it easier for us to differentiate our instruction. So like for instance, we can give this particular learner a tool to enhance his editing skill in video making. Okay, incline or with the alignment to the objectives that we want to attain. And of course, in the online learning, it saves us time for planning and grading. So sa simula, medyo it would be tedious, it would be tiring for us as we plan our digital materials. But after this, konti na lang yung mga editing mo na gagawin and the grading can be done through online. So probably some of you were able to use Flipgrade, okay, other online tool to do the grading, Lubaro. It really saves time for planning and grading. So, pag may sinasabi tayong pros or advantages, yung mga beneficial effects or benefits ng paggamit ng online learning, we would also encounter some drawbacks or drawback. So, una-una is that it relies on our students having access to technology in school on a regular basis. Meaning, nakadepende sila sa availability ng technology sa school. Halimbawa, sa school or sa area where the school is located, walang signal, tapos nag-online learning ka, naka-schedule na yung mga students ay pupunta sa iyo for face-to-face interaction, but walang internet. So, nawawala yung concept ni online learning. Then, it brings up many concerns about screen time in the classroom. No? So, marami it could be that the students will be focusing too much on the other things aside from your assigned topic or task. And of course, this one, students may cheat when using digital tools. In the normal situation, in the normal setup, may mag-cheat nga nandyan ka. How much more that the students are facing the screen. Okay? So how about on the online distance learning? So online distance learning can continue without disruption, even in events like the COVID-19 pandemic. So, bakit continue pa rin without disruption? It is because students are staying at home. We provide them materials to read. It provides greater flexibility to the students because students can learn at their own pace. So, sarili lang nila ang parang yung control nila when to use that materials, nakadepende sa kanila. And again, it saves time for planning and grading. On the other hand, online distance learning is not feasible if your students don't have access to the devices or the internet at home. Ba? Paano sila mag-online distance learning? Wala naman silang signal. May signal naman sa area nila but they don't have the device. Wala silang laptop. Wala silang smartphone. Or worse, wala talaga silang internet sa kanilang bahay. It makes it difficult to keep tabs on whether the students are actually working. Diba? Pag sa online learning, we could have the network and we can monitor on what is the window being opened by the students. But in the online distance learning, nasa bahay sila. So we could not track or check on their screen kung binabasa ba nila are the materials that we give to them. It makes cheating easier than online learning.
Of radio in education is that teachers and students needed to be prepared to interact with the content of the radio program. So, na-advantage na po disadvantage.
So, cheating is easier than online learning. And it can result in even more screen time for our students. So, mas mataas ang oras na igugugol nila sa screen kasi they are studying at home. Okay? So, hindi to feasible pag wala internet. Difficult to monitor on them if they are actually working. Medyo malakas si cheating dito and they will be exposed to the screen. Mas mataas ang screen time nila. Okay. So sa COVID-19, lahat hindi preparado. Ma-powerful country ka man, first, nandyan ka man sa third world, lahat hindi nag-expect na dadating si COVID-19. But in the Department of Education, may marching order ang ating DepEd Secretary. Diba? So, to have the continuity plan in the field of education, so, nilaban talaga ni Secretary Briones na magpatuloy ang ating education, provided that we will ensure the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and other DepEd personnel. So learning must continue despite of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, ano bang mga steps or preliminary arrangement na ginawa ng DepEd? So, if you can remember, nagkaroon tayo ng survey on teachers' readiness for distance education. So, tinatanong doon, ilan bang teachers sa isang school or sa division or sa entire DepEd family ang may cellphone, may laptop, may desktop, at sino yung meron at walang internet. So, with that survey, it comes out with this result, that the number of teachers with laptop and desktop na may Wi-Fi sa kanilang bahay is 306,166, or 45% of the entire DepEd populace ay mayroong laptop or desktop na may Wi-Fi or may internet sa bahay. Okay. 36% on the other hand, which comprise the 247 or the 693 teachers, ay may laptop at desktop sa bahay pero walang internet. 36% lang po. At saka 11% po ang walang laptop, walang desktop sa bahay. At only few, mga 57,839 lang, ang mga teachers na may laptop or desktop sa bahay, pero walang internet signal sa area nila. So ito po ay ayon sa presentation ni Director John Shena nung na-present ng DepEd CDO Tech O'Clock. No? Doon ko po kinuha sa DepEd Planning Service through Director John Shena. Okay? So, ito naman ang screen ng mga teachers based on the category on the smartphone and tablet. So, medyo more than 50% of the total populace of the DepEd personnel ay may smartphone or may tablet na may internet access sa bahay. At only 30% lang po ang may smartphone at may tablet na walang internet access at home. Probably, ginagamit nila ito sa mga seminars or pag nasa school sila, but pagdating sa bahay, hindi na makapag-connect kasi walang internet sa bahay. And then 9% of these teachers ang may training on digital learning. At only 6% dito po ang walang smartphone or tablet. So imagine natin ang entire population ng DepEd, mga almost 40,000 lang po sa ating mga teachers ang walang smartphone or tablet. Okay. How about the teachers po with training on distance learning? So the graph shows that most of the junior high school teachers were trained or has the most number of teachers who have undergone training on distance learning. So, pinakamataas si junior high school and then followed by our grade 4 to grade 6 teachers. So, pinakamababa si multi-grade. Yan ang graph natin. Okay. So, ano ba ang highlight ng school calendar and activities natin per DepEd issuance? So, schools and CLCs under the supervision of the regional and division offices are authorized to decide on the specific learning delivery modalities. So, delivery modalities such as blended and online learning modes through Learning Resource Portal and DepEd Commons, use of TV and radio, and learning modules and packets, both in print and in digital format, which may be deemed appropriate in their context. Where face-to-face modality is allowed, there shall only be a maximum of 15 to 20 learners in a class in compliance with the social distancing measures set by the Department of Health. So nakalagay na the school, the division, the region na nagsusupervise ng isang school ay pwedeng makapag-decide kung anong modalities ang gagamitin, such as the blended and online learning mode. Okay. So, the interagency task force resolved further that adoption of various learning delivery options such as, but not limited to face-to-face, blended learnings, digital learnings, and homeschooling, and other modes of delivery shall be implemented depending on the local COVID risk severity classification and compliance with minimum health standards. So, as mentioned by Ma'am Alier earlier, that Plano del Norte is low risk. So, conduct of curricular and co-curricular activities involving gatherings such as science fairs, showcase of portfolios, trade fairs, school sports, campus journalism, festival of talents, job fairs, and other similar activities is canceled, except those conducted online. So, yan ang mandate sa atin, no? Okay. So, with that, with the marching order, meron tayong 5 identified delivery modes. Una is ang blended learning, sunod si distance learning, si homeschooling, apprenticeship, and the face-to-face learning. So, ano ba si blended learning? Okay. So, blended learning allows a combination of a face-to-face, online, and modular learning delivery. So, it limits face-to-face learning delivery, affords social distancing, decreases the volume of people outside at home at any given time. Distance learning is most viable for independent learners and learners supported by periodic supervision of parents or guardians. So, medyo ang distance learning, mahirap siya in terms, mas applicable rather siya sa secondary, junior, at saka high school students. Homeschooling, so it provides learners with equal access to quality basic education at home. And this must be facilitated by qualified parents, guardians, or tutors who have undergone relevant training. So the policy is still under review. Meaning, si parents dapat mag-undergo pa ng training bago magkapag-provide ng assistance in a homeschooling modality. So si apprenticeship, this is applicable to our senior high school learners with opportunities for actual immersion in workplace situations under the supervision of a certified practitioner. So sino ba yung may apprenticeship? So ito po ay sa mga TVL students na na nag-specialize ng TVL. So face-to-face, ito po yung usual na ginagawa natin. Both students and the teachers are physically present in the classroom. So, ang pinaka-focus natin ngayon is si blended learning. So, it is a combination of online and offline modules plus the traditional class. So, pag sinabi natin modular online at offline, meron tayong e-book at meron din tayong module. So, swerte tayo dahil may mga writers tayo na Google ng kanilang panahon, their skill, their talent, time in helping us prepare this new normal. So, in the blended learning, students will have printed materials such as books and modules. Meron din silang self-learning kit worksheet, yung tinatawag nating activity sheet. And we could also provide them with non-printed materials, yung tinatawag nating e-books. Di ba, nakapag-train tayo kung paano magawa ng electronic book, yung iba directly kay Sir Mark Anthony C., yung iba naman ay through kay Ma'am Tony Imborong. So, and learning management system. So, we will be learning the learning management system further kasi this will be trained or taught to us by Sir Flor in the next sessions. So, one of the strategy under blended learning is the so-called flipped learning. Ano ba yung flip? Ano ba yung flip? Parang binaliktad, di ba? So in a normal setup, in a normal setting, we teachers deliver the lectures. Then afterwards, we give assignment. We give tasks to perform. Flipped learning is a method that would help us prioritize active learning during class time by assigning students lecture materials and presentation to be viewed at home or outside of class. Which means, binigay natin ng una ang mga materials natin for them to read. Pagpasok nila sa paaralan, that's the time that we are going to ask questions, collaborate with their classmates, and work on their assignment. So in a flipped class, okay, it is the one that inverts the typical cycle of content acquisition and application. Students gain necessary knowledge before class, and teacher guides students to actively and interactively clarify and apply that knowledge during class. So para bang yung assignment natin, okay, you read this one, and by the next meeting, i-apply na natin. So that is flipped learning. Sometimes, alam ko na naggagawa natin to, but ngayon lang talaga lumalabas or sumisikat ang term na flipped learning or flipped class. Diba? Kasi sometimes, binibigay natin yung materials, okay, you read this one in advance and expect for a Q&A the following meeting. So parang ganon. Okay. So, ganito yung traditional classroom natin. Si teacher nagle-lecture, si student nag-a-assignment. In flipped classroom, we give them the assignment, the modules to read digitally, and then once they are inside the classroom, i-apply na nila kung ano yung naintindihan nila. And then less na yung task ni teacher kasi more on, mapofocus niya yung isang estudyante na nag-need sa kanyang attention. So, mas madali ang differentiated instruction. Okay. So, in a flipped classroom, ganito yung mangyayari. Write an assignment of 400 words and read chapter 4. In a flipped classroom, sinasabi na natin, okay, watch video tutorials online. Diba? So meaning, technology is exercised to turn classroom into an engaging place to learn. So both learning and teaching would happen through online via video lectures. So, yes. So, what are the advantages of a flipped classroom? Yung advantage niya is that students have more control. It promotes student-centered learning and collaboration. Lessons and content are more accessible, of course, provided there is technology access. And access is easier for parents to see what's going on, and it can be more efficient. So, pag sinasabi natin bakit more control ng estudyante ang sa flipped classroom? Because, as they watch on the video, pag medyo may hindi sila nakukuhang point doon, pwede nilang i-rewind. Pwede nilang i-replay. Pwede din nilang i-pause at magti-take notes sila ng important notes. On the other hand, it can create or exacerbate a digital divide. Bakit? Yung mga estudyante na walang access sa technology, ay hindi sila makapag-collaborate or makapag-interact with those students who are having access to the technology. It relies on preparation and trust, and there is a significant work on the front end. No? We keep on monitoring the student. Okay? And time in front of the screen is increased. Kasi most of the time, nakaharap tayo sa laptop natin because ang isang estudyante might be asking on this part of the lesson, another student might be asking on a different part of the lesson, no? Individually. Parang naka-face to face kayo in a digital platform. Okay. So, yun ang mga disadvantages ng flipped classroom. Okay. So, I would like to ask the participants, gusto kong i-open nyo ang menti.com and use the code 2865. May question ako doon. So, I would like to ask our participants to answer on my question. Because I want to know kung ano yung meron bang nakakapag-flip classroom na or meron pa rin hindi nakapag-flip ng classroom. Okay? Ang code lang po ay 286530. Okay. Ano ba ito? Imon, Milay, Gio? May online tool pala na ganyan. Okay. So may nag-respond. Ano ba yung online tools that you use in the classroom? Okay, may nagsasabi dito, computer, may laptop, may TV, may mobile phone. Ano ba yung mga tools or mga apps na nagagamit mo, online tools or apps na nagagamit mo na sa classroom? Oh, may nakikita akong app dito. So, aside ba sa mga devices na laptop at saka cellphone or TV, ano ba yung mga apps na usually ginagamit nyo? Especially in our RPMS, meron tayong ICT doon. Ano ba yung ginagamit mong mga application? So, may nag-reply na dito na 21. Oo. So, may nakikita akong Edmodo, may nakikita akong YouTube, may nakikita akong Google Classroom, may nakikita akong Kahoot, may nakikita akong Schoology. Medyo maliit si Schoology, si Kahoot. Siguro kukunti lang ang gumagamit niyan. So, share ko muna. Okay. So, my YouTube. Share ko muna yung screen. Ito na. So, my YouTube, my Google Classroom. Ayan, lumalaki na si Google Classroom. Ano pa ba? Spin the wheel up. Zip grade, yeah, it's very useful for planning and yung sa assessment natin, no? Mas madali yung grading natin dyan. Hindi ko pa nakikita yung ibang apps na very common. Yung may nilalagay or nire-raise na code yung estudyante. Ang tawag doon. So, may Facebook Messenger. Yes, Facebook Messenger is also a good online tool that can be used in the classroom. Walang Skype. Nawala na ba si Skype? So, ano ba yun? YouTube. Sa lahat ata ng parang si YouTube at saka si Google Classroom. So ano ba yung ibang online tool na pwede natin gamitin? So we can have the Google Classroom, Google Meet, no? Google Meet, by the way, yung unang pangalan niyan is Hangout. Hangouts yan. So Facebook Messenger. We could also have Zoom. What else? Skype. Si FaceApp, pwede ba dito si FaceApp? So, hindi pwede si FaceApp. So, ano ba yung mga other online apps na pwede natin gamitin as a tool that we can use in the classroom pag nag-flip tayo ng classroom? So, we could have Edmodo, we could have Kahoot, we could have Quizit. What else? Ano pa ba? Can we use the links, Google links? Yes. Yung Google links sa among the ICT, report yun. So, pwede natin din yung gamitin sa pagbigay natin ng digital materials to our students. Zoom, ano pa ba? So, ito yung mga question. So, medyo may nakikita ako mga Microsoft PowerPoint. Of course, si Kuiper. Alam ko, meron kaming teacher dito na gumagamit talaga ng Kuiper kahit wala pa si COVID. Shout out ko lang si Maestro Sherwin Clam of LNNCHS. Gumagamit yan ng Kuiper. And of course, one of our senior high school teachers nakapag-present ng poster sa isang research. So shout out ko rin si Sir Stephen Tabal dahil Kuiper din yung pinipresent niya, poster presentation. So I guess medyo alam na natin yung mga possible apps na pwede natin gamitin. So we can now continue with using on the platform. So with that, the next speaker will give us more on how are we going to do the flipped classroom. So this is me, Edaline Milcioli, si Master Teacher from Lanao del Norte National Comprehensive High School, Baroy Lanao del Norte, an Microsoft Education Ambassador, and a Microsoft Innovation Educator Expert. So meron akong nilagay dito sa isang mentee na exclusive for LNNCHS teachers. But if ever may question kayo, you just try to add on that, visit on that mentee.com so that I could also get into add your email address or your contact number. But meron talaga ako, exclusive talaga to for LNNCHS teachers. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you and have a blessed shifting from normal to the new normal.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Edaline. Thank you so much for that comprehensive and informative discussion on principles and approaches of online learning. So I hope you gained something from Edaline. It's not just something, but hopefully everything that she has discussed a while ago, you'll be able. Ma'am, can they access the presentation? Okay, so
maybe Ma'am Jen, I can give this to you after our webinar.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am Edaline. So teachers and school heads, let us have a break first, and let us go back at exactly 1 o'clock this afternoon. So hopefully by this afternoon, we'll again sign in for your attendance. And after our last session this afternoon, we will also visit our link for our Katami. So once again, thank you everyone. Edaline, thank you so much. And let us meet again at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
afternoon session. Our session number 2 this afternoon will be given to us by another master teacher of Salvador National High School. And she is no other than Ma'am Catherine Grace J. Liwanag. And she will be going to she's going to discuss about digital citizenship and competencies of online facilities. Okay, ma'am, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I'll start, sir. For the presentation, sir, ready na. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. In connection with Mom Edeline's topic, especially on the flipped learning, this afternoon we will talk on, or we will share about the use of PowerPoint presentation, which is the common tool used for the flipped learning, especially on the flipped learning wherein the fact sheets or the presentations will be shared on the participants or learners ahead of time. So I will share to you my presentation. My presentation on the 7 capital sins of PowerPoint. Sir, klaro siya, sir? Sir Flor? Sir Flor, makita ra? Okay, so for the 7 capital sins in PowerPoint presentation, most likely it is the 7 commonly mistakes in using PowerPoint presentation. So this afternoon, we will know the 7 common mistakes in preparing a PowerPoint presentation, and we will create better slide presentations after this session. So let's start for the first scene. One is the letter fonts are too ornate or excessively decorated, too many different fonts and font colors in a single preparation. Just like the slides found in your screen, if you will use this type of slide in our class, the students can hardly focus on our topic. Okay, so Mom Sherry Anthony Sherez of DepEd Cagayan de Oro shared three fonts that we will be using. We can use Times New Roman for printed materials, just like our books, and then Comic Sans if we will be using it for our worksheet, and then if we are in doubt in what font that we will be using, we can use Helvetica because it is simple and it's very, very good for our eyes. The second sin is font sizes and graphics are too small. Now, if the students at the back cannot see, so if we are making our own PowerPoint presentations, please make sure that the font sizes in our letters or wordings, the smallest font size is 30. Okay, C number 3, just like the slide found in your screen, the background is too busy. Now, if that will be the case, the students can hardly focus on this slide. So make sure that our background is also related with our topic. Most likely, our most scenario in using this kind of in this scene, the background or pictures does not match with our topic. So make sure that we will not have the problem with visual image. So to eradicate this mistake, we could play with colors, and contrast is our friend. So most likely, we will be using, for example, just like this. In this presentation, the background is black and the color of the font is white. Now, to make the student focus on a certain words or letters, we could use contrasting, just like this one. We highlight the letter A and then darken the rest of the letters to let the students focus in which word they will focus, just like this one, A and B. Okay. For next scene number 4, almost all of us does this one. The slide is crowded or too much information found in a single slide. Maybe we should practice that, we should practice one message per slide if possible. And then we could we could look for pictures with lighter background so that we could post the message on the white background of the picture or image. Scene number 5. Leaving a screen unchanged for too long or switching slides too fast. For example, the slides found in your screen, the background is light blue and the letters or the font color is yellow. If you leave that one for 15 minutes, the eyes of the participants will have a problem or they will go tired. Scene number 6. For scene number 6, some of us use this one, overusing of special effects or overusing of transition effects. It is actually good that we have transition effects in every slide, but sometimes we overuse it. And most likely, if that will be the case, the students can remember the transitions but not on the topic. So we should minimize the use of transitional effects. 7, the 7th scene, most likely some of us, that's this one. Presentation is all about text, 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 text. Now, if we do this one, we defeat the purpose of having PowerPoint presentation. Now, the purpose of having PowerPoint presentation is to ignite the understanding of our learners and to make our presentation visually engaging. So if we do this one, then we make our presentation a manuscript. So if that will be the case, we will not have our presentation just like that one, but we will email. We will just email or send our copies to our students, and we will not have our class just like this. Okay? And then if we will have, if we find hard to focus on these 7 common mistakes in using PowerPoint presentation, we could practice the 6x6 rule of PowerPoint. 6x6 pertains to never more than 6 images per slide, only 6 bullets per slide, and only 6 words per line. If we do or we follow the 6x6 rule of PowerPoint, we convey the impact or message of our slides of our topic effectively. If we find it hard again to focus or to follow 6x6 rule of PowerPoint, we may choose Guy Kawasaki's 10-20-30 rule of PowerPoint. 10-20-30 pertains to use 10 slides to tackle important topics, because Guy Kawasaki's rule for PowerPoint presentation is good for pitching ideas. So 10 pertains to 10 slides per presentation. 20 stands for finish the 10 slides presentation in 20 minutes. and use a font not smaller than 30 points. So the 10, 20, 30 rule of PowerPoint presentation is actually good especially for our students for reporting and also for teachers if we will do our discussion. If also we find it hard to follow the 6 by 6 rule of PowerPoint presentation or Guy Kawasaki's rule, then we may simply stay consistent. Stay consistent in which each slide has the same feel or look or the same theme all throughout the presentation so that the focus of our students will not falter. And then if transitions are used, please use the same transition all throughout your presentation. And if we want to make emphasis on a certain word or keywords, we may bold the letters or put shadow on the words. And we may also keep it simple. Use a single easy to read fonts, and then fonts must be seen by learners at the back. Please do remember the smallest font size is 30 and use color wheel for contrast guide. So if we will follow this one, then we can make our presentation less error, or it could be visually engaging for our students. And Miss Mary Anthony Sheras shared also during the Tech O'Clock the 8th unofficial common scene, and that is not citing the sources or references for our quotation and for our pictures. Okay, so to sum up the topic for the 7 common scenes of PowerPoint presentation, please remember, a good set of slides won't magically make your talk great, but a great talk is badly hurt by bad slides by Zach Holman. So we will not have a problem on the number of slides per presentation, but we will have a problem on the number of images, pictures, wordings, and bullets per slide. So everyone, so I hope you get those 7 capital scenes in using PowerPoint presentation. And then lastly, for maybe some of us forget this one, if we wanted to plug our laptop or our device to our projector, we may use Windows plus P to show the options for projecting our images found in our presentation. So, the second topic is okay, so for the second topic, it is digital citizenship, the GMRC of the 21st century. Now, by the way, for the 2 presentations, credits goes to Ma'am Mary Anthony Sheras and Ma'am Jennifer Intong because they helped me with this presentation. Now, last topic is on digital citizenship, the GMRC of the 21st century. Okay, for this session flow, first, we will define digital citizenship or DC, and then second, integrity development through digital citizenship, and third is digital citizenship advocacy in schools. Okay, so let's start with the definition of digital citizenship. Digital citizenship is a responsible use of technology by anyone who uses computers, the internet, the digital device to engage with society on any level. So every time that we go online or use the internet, we become a part of digital citizenship. Now, the person who practices digital citizenship is called digital citizen. Now, for digital citizenship, it is composed of 9 elements. We could have access, commerce, communication and collaboration, etiquette or netiquette, fluency, health and welfare, law, rights and responsibilities, security, and privacy. You may Google it out for the rest of the elements, but for this afternoon session, we will focus on digital etiquette or netiquette. Before we proceed, we could do this one for a minute. You could do this one after the session. You may first Google yourself, check on the related topics, images, or articles about you. As a DepEd personnel, how are you representing yourself online? Or how do you package yourself? And third, how do you represent yourself to others who see your online profile? Now, this activity will lead us to the next topic, and that is integrity development. Now, please do remember that we are part of DepEd. Okay? So, especially now that we are very active on social media, we should think, how do we protect our DepEd brand? Please make sure that we are a part of DepEd. We are part of DepEd. So, today's online actions affect tomorrow's opportunities. So always remember that one, that we should preserve our integrity always, especially in using social media platforms. Now, regarding this one, it goes with the Republic Act 6713, the Public Officials and Employees Code of Conduct, particularly on Section 4, Norms of Conduct of Public Officials and Employees. If we're in DepEd, we are part of it, especially on professionalism, nationalism, and patriotism. Now, public officials and employees shall perform and discharge their duties with the highest degree of excellence, professionalism, intelligence, and skill. And we should enter public service with utmost devotion and dedication to duty. Okay, so let's continue. Now, same with the Republic Act 6713, highlighted there the Section 7 prohibited acts and transaction, especially on disclosure and or misuse of confidential information. Now, please take note that we teachers, we hold most of the data of our students, especially the grades, name and pictures of students. Somehow we should think it before we post something. And then we hold the school forms of our learners. So we should take care of it and we should hold it confidentially. Okay, that will be for the integrity development. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 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 Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, sir. Yes, sir. Oh. Is kuan sa nako sir, i-out? Oh, sige, 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 sir. So, sorry, sorry, sorry. So, I will share muna, sir. Oh, nawala. Kadjut lang, sir. Nahinay ang kuan. Okay, kadjut lang kay sir. Okay. Okay. Sir, kini sir, kita na? Okay. Display na, sir? Okay na, sir. Okay. Pasensya sa... yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, makita na siya. Sorry for the... pasensya sa kuan. Pagkaputol sa presentation. Okay, so let's continue. The second topic falls on digital citizenship, the GMRC of the 21st century. So balik ko na ako siya og basa. Okay. For the session flow for this presentation, first we will define digital citizenship, and then second, integrity development through digital citizenship. Third, digital citizenship advocacy in school. Okay, for the definition of digital citizenship, it is the responsible use of technology by anyone who uses computers, the internet, and digital devices to engage with society on any level. Now, every time that we use or we go online or we use the internet, we are a part of digital citizenship. Now, every time the person who practices digital citizenship is called digital citizen. For this topic, it has 9 elements, and these are access, commerce, communication and collaboration, etiquette or netiquette, fluency, health and welfare, law, rights and responsibilities, security, and privacy. Now again, as I mentioned kaganina, you may Google the other elements, but for now, we will talk on digital etiquette or netiquette. Now in this one, again, you may do this activity after or now, after this session. First, Google yourself, your name, and then check on the related topics, images, or articles about you. It's actually more, if walay makita related to you, that is good. Okay. And then most likely, if you will Google yourself or your name, most likely ang magawas is all about your PRC, if I'm not mistaken. And then the second one is, as a DepEd personnel, how are you representing yourself online? Or how do you package yourself online? And third, how do you represent yourself to others who see your online profile? Now, if you do this activity, it will lead to the next topic, which is integrity development. Now, in this one, always remember that we are a part of DepEd. Every time that we post publicly, it will somehow related to DepEd. And then we should always protect the DepEd brand, because today's online actions affect tomorrow's opportunities. Okay, so again, let's continue. Okay, for the integrity development, it falls on the RA Republic Act 6713, the Public Officials and Employees Code of Conduct, wherein DepEd employees falls. Okay, for Section 4, Norms of Conduct of Public Officials and Employees, especially on professionalism, nationalism, and patriotism. Okay, for all public officials and employees, DepEd employees shall perform and discharge their duties with the highest degree of excellence, professionalism, intelligence, and skill. They shall enter, or we shall enter, public service with utmost devotion and dedication to duty. So somehow we are reminded of this Republic Act. And if you wanted to read some of it, you may Google it out. Okay. And then for the integrity developments, same RA 6713, specifically Section 7, prohibited acts and transactions, and then especially on disclosure and or misuse of confidential informations. Now, as I mentioned kaganina, that we teachers hold most of the data of our learners. Their grades of learners, the names and pictures of our learners. In dealing with that one, we should think about it, whether we will post it or not. Sana, we should not post it, especially if the SF10 of our students, SF9, and all other informations about our students. Okay, that will be all for the integrity development. Okay, for the next topic, you may do this one for our digital footprint. Okay, it will lead to other topics again. First, Open all your social media accounts, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and other social media accounts. And then look for, number two, what are your posts about? Okay. And then third, how can the information you posted and shared online affect your future opportunities? Now, please, in this activity, we will try to look at how do we manage our digital footprints on the web, or how unsa tas when using our social media accounts. So please remember, every time that we post on social media, of course, we post it publicly. So we are open for their online harassment, of course, their uh, public humiliation, if in case if it is applicable for your post. So we should please remember, we are a part of DepEd, so we always make sure what to post. Okay, so we will now go on with, because in online harassment, it talks about, it is included in cyberbullying. So Republic Act 10627, Anti-Bullying Act, specifically Section 2, acts on bullying. Now, please take note, for cyberbullying, it includes the electronic expression or any bullying done through the use of technology or any electronic means. Now, for this RA 10627, it is our DepEd Order 40 series of 2012 is anchored to that one. DepEd Child Protection Policies, section number 2, cyberbullying. It is the result, it is any conduct defined in the preceding paragraph or as resulting in harassment, intimidation, or humiliation through electronic means or other technology, such as, but not limited to, texting, email, instant messaging, chatting, internet, social networking websites, and other platforms or formats, in which some of our students undergoes this one. And some of them goes with, some of our students engage with public humiliation or public and malicious imputation of a crime or of a vice or defect, whether real, imaginary, or any act, omission, condition, status, circumstance tending to cause dishonor, discredit, expose a person to contempt. Now, please make sure, as teachers, our students look up to us. So to neglect those cyberbullying of us, so we should make sure what will be our post every now and then. Okay. Okay, so this topic for the integrity development, the RA 10173 or the data privacy law provide the beginner's guide to personal data privacy. Now, this RA 10173 or the data privacy law given by the National Privacy Commission is quite long. But for today's session, we will only be sharing the beginner's guide to personal data privacy, in which every one of us should follow for our own peace of mind, for our own safety. Okay, there are only 17. Okay, so you could take down those guide for the data privacy law. Okay, first, we should create strong passwords. If we could avoid, we should avoid using birthday as our password. For strong password, it is at least 12 characters long, contain a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and if possible, symbols. Create strong passwords. But the problem for this, if forgetting things kicks in, all of those passwords will be malimtan. So we will have a problem for resetting all our passwords. Okay, the second one is never use the same password on multiple accounts. Okay, our password for our email, for our Facebook, for our DepEd email, and all other platforms, if possible, we should have different passwords. Again, but the problem for that one, if, again, we forgot things, we will have to reset everything on it. Okay. Uh, Number 3. Okay. Lock your device, especially if you will leave your device in the office or in any places. Okay. Leaving a laptop or cell phone unlocked is like leaving an open purse, okay? Which hackers and other people are more than happy to take advantage of it. Please take note, some of us leave our personal informations on those devices. So please always lock your device. Okay, next. Oh, some of us forgot this one. Fourth, always log out of browsers. Again, for the Google Chrome as a unified login system. So every time that you use it, automatically it signs in. Okay, so if we forgot to log out in our browsers, we could use incognito mode. So that every time that we log in, every time that it closes, then it erases those traces of our searches. Okay, fifth is make sure there is an HTTPS in the browser address bar. Before, only HTTP. But now, we have S at the end of it. The S stands for secure. Sometimes, every time that we search on the web something in this on the Google Chrome, sometimes it pops out like the site is not secure, so you should leave on that site. Always use or search on the address bar with HTTPS. Okay, next. Okay, next one is do not log in on personal accounts on free or public Wi-Fi, especially on online banking, online transactions, using of credit cards, or online shopping. Um, is you may use your own connection in doing those transactions. Uh, Even okay, sometimes there are people who are with you that are thinking or has the skill on taking on the something in the system, and they could get your informations. So we should be very, very careful of it. Next is install an antivirus and update it. Okay, new viruses are being created all the time. So simply installing an antivirus program doesn't cut in. So if you are using Windows 10, sometimes it pops up that you have to update your antivirus and your system. So it's actually great to install antivirus and update it. Okay, next is don't click on pop-ups and virus warnings. Sometimes when you go on sites, especially that some of the teachers are fond of watching some of the dramas on online. Sometimes there are scareware that pops in. Always click the X button to close the window. Do not click at the center because sometimes uh, even if they close it, it will continue and they will grow rapidly in your screen. So again, don't click on pop-ups or virus warning. Always click the X button to close. Okay. Next. Okay. So every one of us, I guess, we have our own Facebook. So we should clean up our Facebook groups. The more Facebook groups you join, especially the big open ones, the more likely you are vulnerable to identity thieves. Now, especially now that there are more bogus bogus accounts that keeps on appearing on Facebook. So somehow you have to clean your Facebook groups, and then join only if you are you verify those groups. Next, we have to set up our Facebook privacy settings, especially for tagging of pictures and events. Setting your Facebook privacy protects your content from predators, stalkers, and identity thieves. Now again, please make sure do not put your bank accounts or other details in your Facebook, please, in your Facebook settings. Okay. Next, okay. Next is unfriend Facebook friends you don't know personally. With too many people's names, birth dates, education, and work history available online, bogus accounts can easily duplicate a person you may know or want to be your friends. Now, we should make sure of this, that if there are other accounts who request for your in the friend request, please make sure that the person that asks for your confirmation is actually your friend. Sometimes those people use those accounts to get money or to get information for a certain person. So we should unfriend Facebook friends you don't know personally. So it's actually good if those friend requests that it has many common friends. It's actually quite okay if it's like that. Okay, next, update your Facebook timeline and tagging setting, especially if uh, you want to untag yourselves with unwanted, unrelated, or embarrassing posts and photos. Especially before, tingali, when we were still young, we're still, anang dili na kayo, okay, but now you don't want to be tagged again, especially on the memories on Facebook. You may update your Facebook timeline and tagging setting. Okay. Okay, next will be this one. Don't be too public. Don't make your social media accounts your diary. Please. Okay, especially on do not share your home address, vacation details, ticket numbers, and the layout of your house should always be kept private. So sometimes we post some of those things, and then uh, naikawatan or thieves that will go into your houses and they will know where to go. Okay. Next will be, ayan, avoid using DepEd email address for personal matters. Please take note, DepEd email is controlled by DepEd. Okay? It is only for work-related matters. Do not use, please do not use your DepEd email in online shopping. So please don't use DepEd emails. Next will be back up your files and data. There are more on ransomware. It's actually growing our phishing emails and pop-up ads. So please, a ransomware is when a hacker locks your computer down and threatens to wipe up your data if you don't pay up. So sana teachers, we don't experience this one. Sometimes there's a news that they actually paid for thousands or hundreds of thousands just to get their files. So please back up your file and data. Okay, just like previous slides, keep your software up to date. Every now and then, software updates are critical for everything from brand new iPhones to ancient PCs. So if we could keep our software up to date, it is very, very good for, especially for the new viruses and for hackers. So okay. So again, so we should keep our software up to date. Okay. So last up, okay, this one is the last topic for the digital citizenship advocacy. And this one falls on the advocacy of the Department of Education Department of Education again. Okay, so first, why do we have to advocate this one? So for teachers, PPST, Domain 1, Strand 1.3, positive use of ICT. So it is found in our PPST number 3. Yan, naka-box yan, number 3, positive use of ICT. Okay. Next, oh, next will be the DepEd Order 95, a series of 2010. This advocacy for DepEd, they're actually found in DepEd Memo, DepEd Order, and all other advisories. It is also included. Okay, for DepEd Order 95, series of 2010, guidelines on the proper use of computers and network facilities. Now, in Section 3, states there personal files or software and equipment and peripherals. So, and then Section 4, security and virus infection prevention. So, as of 2010, actually, there's another DepEd Order 2009. Digital citizenship advocacy is already present. Okay, again, DepEd Order 95, series of 2010. And then, under that one, DepEd Order 105, series of 2009. Guidelines in managing the proper use of internet connection. Okay, specifically on classroom instruction use. Okay, so let me read the first. Internet access is provided to teachers and students for the purpose of study, research, and other services or activities which must be in the conduct of classroom instruction. So, in DepEd Order 105, series of 2009, all of it, using the guidelines on managing and using internet connection in our classrooms. Okay, and then OUA Memo 4200029, released last April 8, 2020. It speaks on guidelines on the use of desktop computers, laptops, tablet PCs, and smartphones at home work approach during the COVID pandemic. It is where it stated there that if our school has a DPC and the teachers would like to use it, they could, but once the laptop is damaged, then the teacher is liable for it. Okay, and then another memorandum released last April 17, 2020, it is the recommending of the use of Microsoft Teams, Workplace by Facebook, Google Meet, and video conferencing. Those three topics will be discussed by Sir Flor. Sir Flor tomorrow. Okay, and then last on the digital citizenship advocacy, in our LRMDS, there is a series of ICT lock on digital citizenship. It is found in LRMDS again. There are more than, if I'm not mistaken, it's more than 50 plus ICT lock. It is there. All of the outputs or all of the LAC activity cards for ICT integration is found. Okay, so we could make use of it during our LAC for us teachers during our LAC, especially on digital citizenship. Okay. So that will be all for the two topics. That will be the 7 capital sins in PowerPoint and the digital citizenship, the GMRC of the 21st century. So I hope that you get all those ideas or concepts during those two presentations, and then somehow we should follow, especially the beginner's guide on the data privacy law, and we should practice those 17 tips for us to be safe always, especially in using digital platforms. That will be all. Good afternoon. Sir Flor.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Sir
imparting
Flor.
to us your... Sir Flor? Nadungog ko dong. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Catherine. Ma'am Kat?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much,
Hello,
ma'am, for
hello,
sharing to
ma'am.
us your expertise and your knowledge on the things about digital citizenship and competencies of online facilitators. So, I guess this would be all for this day, these two sessions. And tomorrow, we will continue in our sessions with Sir Floor, and he will tackle about Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and Workplace by Facebook. I think Sir Floor will have an additional announcement regarding the entry of your attendance. Sir Floor?
Hello. As of now, ang atong attendance na anata sa 1,000 plus na ang naka-participate, naka-login, naka-attendance. Pero nagka-problema ta kay sa among naobserbahan every time nga mag-start na ta, daghan kayo magdungan og sulod sa server, o action og ka back down ang server. So amo na pong gina-restart. Now, among gi-extend ang time in nato sa buntag from 8 to 12. Instead nga 8 to 12, himuon na mo 8 to 3 para maka-login mo sa AM. And then sa afternoon, 1 to 10. 1 to 10. And then pag mahuman na mo ning amohang gi-adjust karon, i-change na mo ang link para maka-accommodate siya mas daghan na nga mas daghan nga participants. Pero as of now, 1,000 plus na naka-attendance, meaning daghan-daghan gyud ang ni-participate. Duha man gud ni ka kuan karon webinar ang active karon dinhi sa tuwa. Natay naapod ang regional nga active nga webinar karon kita po ga-manage pud ta dinhi karon sa division level ang atong gi-live ang ilahang activity. So ingana ang sitwasyon nato karon. I hope masabtan nato. Now, ugma supposedly ang naka-assign sa kuha tulo ka topic from Thursday up to Friday. Gitan-aw na ko ang topic, kaya nato siya humanon up to Thursday. So mo start ta ugma mga 9. Kumano nato ang topic nato up to 4. Up to 4 humano nato ang 3 topics para di na ta mo balik sa tawagan sa Friday. Pero mag-attendance mo sa Friday. Attendance na lang inyong buhaton. Kay kinahanglan man nato ang attendance. Dili man nato ma-adjust ang date god. Ma-extend nato pero di nato ma-adjust. So mag-attendance ta karong Friday morning and afternoon. Then after that, naapod ta ay kuan katong sa Katami. Amo pong i-share sa inyo ang link atong sa Katami para maka-appeal mo sa Katami. Kaya ang requirement nato sa certificate is the attendance and the Katami. Pero as of now, wala pa. Amo lang i-send sa inyo i-share lang namo sa inyo Maybe ugma sa buntag among i-share para maka-answer na mo sa Katami. So, Ma'am Jennifer?
Thank you, Sir Sir Flor.
Okay, so once again, thank you so much for your overwhelming participation and see you again tomorrow. And don't forget to have your attendance and your katami tomorrow. So as what Sir Flor have mentioned a while ago, that instead of having this webinar for 3 days, let us finish this tomorrow since Flores has another commitment on Friday. So once again, thank you so much everyone and keep safe. Bye!
Thank you, bye. Thank you, Ma'am Jen.
Thank you, Ma'am Jen. Bye.
Thank you, Ma'am Idalin and Ma'am Kat. Ma'am, certificate ninyo, Ma'am, ha, to follow lang.
Ilagi, Ma'am Jen.
Yes, Ma'am.
Ang katong sa Bacolod, Ma'am.
Hala, wala pa to. Hala, wala pa to nakuha ni Sir Jong.
Wala pa mi, Ma'am.
Ay, sige, Ma'am. Sige lang, Ma'am.